What's good, Tuck Shop Gang? Everybody good? Everybody doing right? Mental health good? Today's video, I just wanted to address quite a few things now that the beef, le beef, has been settled between Drake and Kendrick Lamar and your boy J. Cold Feet. It's important for us to remember that Drake saved the culture. What do I mean? When Kendrick Lamar dropped the Like That verse from Future and Metro Boomin's album, We Don't Trust You, it was a challenge to the two light-skinned brothers to say, hey, I'm outside. I've come back for my throne. I heard some beige brothers are sitting on it, and I don't appreciate that. Could everyone step off? J. Cole stepped off. He said, I'm sorry, Mr. Kendrick. Kendrick Lamar, I'm sorry, sir. I was just keeping the throne warm for you. My mistake. However, Drake said, no, this is my throne. Kendrick, Keeney. You don't get to just leave every few years and still call yourself the king. That's not how it works over here, sir, little buddy. And he dropped Push-Ups, the diss track, which said to us, oh, we're about to have a war. Drake has not stepped down. Drake has not folded. And for that, we must give him his due praise. Because he could have easily pretended as though, I don't need to reply to this. I'm a megastar. I'm a pop star now. And we would not have, this moment in history. And quite a moment it was. So we need to give Drake his flowers. Yes, he got cooked in this battle, got sauteed, got baked, poached. However, he did not lose the war. He may have lost the battle, but he still has his full military benefits from this culture of hip hop. We still give him his due praise. We still give him his medals. Okay, we give him the Purple Cross. We give him the Medal of Honor. Okay, we give him a house on a lake for him to retire on when it is time. Fully paid for by hip hop because he stepped up, because he gave us another historic moment in this beautiful genre known as hip hop, the most influential genre in music history. And let us not forget, one of my favorite songs from this entire beef is a song called Euphoria by Kendrick Lamar. And my only gripe with that song was just one or two lines that Kendrick Lamar said. However, the rest of the diss track was just amazing, 10 out of 10. However, Kendrick Lamar did misstep when he had said in there, I believe he said, my first one is like my last one. It's a classic. You don't have one. And he was alluding to the fact that Drake does not have a classic. I thought to myself, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean Drake doesn't have a classic? Of course he has a classic. In fact, he has many classics. In fact, Drake's first half of his entire career, the first portion of his entire career was nothing but classics. Have we forgotten when he came out with So Far Gone? Classic. He then comes out with Thank Me Later. Classic. Follows it up with Take Care. Classic. Oh, he's not done. If you're reading this, it's too late. If you're reading this, it's too late. Classic. Finishes off the Kamehameha with the Spirit Bomb. Nothing was the same. So to say or suggest that Drake does not have a single classic in his catalog is just false. Yes, he lost this rap beef, but I'm still playing his music. I still see Drake as, Champagne Papi. I still see Drake as, that Canadian kid who never really was supposed to be accepted by this culture, this music industry, the genre, but he somehow made it okay and popular to just be yourself. I think that's why Drake took off. I once watched an interview of Lil Wayne, and even he was saying that, when I work with Drake, I don't like him, switching up his sound, trying to be like us, talking about violent activities. No, I like Drake when he sticks to his guns, to what he is good at. I like Drake when he, produces those, mellow, backdrop soundtracks, going into full detail about how this young lady has affected his mental state by doing whatever she did. I like Drake like that. And to be honest, he was absolutely right. He was absolutely right. So I guess this video is just to remind everyone that Drake is still him. He is still Himothy. Himothy the third, the first of his kind, last of his name. And let us not treat him like, he's done or he's a loser, because he is certainly not. And let us remember that he is still one of the greatest talents of our generation. If you were to ask me, I think Kendrick is the greatest of our generation. But I think Drake is still up there as well in his own way, right? In the commercial aspect, certainly. In the global aspect, certainly. Drake is a superstar, is a megastar, pop star. But I think that Kendrick Lamar is more of the vanguard and the voice of a generation. Think of Kendrick Lamar as a Tupac. He was more than just an artist. He was more than just a label member. This man is a visionary. A true artist. Drake, I see more of as a Jay-Z. I see Drake as a Jay-Z. Super talented. This is not to say that Drake does not have any lyrical ability. That would be a lie. I think we sometimes forget about Drake's penmanship, his ability to assemble words together as good as any lyricist you've ever heard. I think we often forget that amongst all the pop records. Drake is still a good songwriter, even among all the ghostwriting allegations. Drake is still a good songwriter. Yes, his last few projects have not, been his best, admittedly, but we cannot forget certainly what he has done in the past. And the music that he has produced in that first half was absolutely magical. You cannot deny it. You cannot deny it. So I'm just going to let everyone know that, hey guys, when you see Drake, you address him as Himothy. You address him as Sir. You address him as General. For he gave you what you wanted. He gave you the Infinity War. There would be no Infinity War without Drake. There would not be the entire music industry teaming up just to go after one man. And instead of packing his bags and calling it a day, going home, he said, no, I think I'll take on all challenges. That certainly must yield him respect. So Drake, head up, chin up. You're still that guy.